Good evening, everyone. After 2 months of quarantine, we're back at Mural City Coffee with our Play the Cafe. This is a songwriters night. We're going to try to keep the volume, going to try to keep everybody happy with the volume, the students in the back, the people in the front. We're going to make it just perfect for everybody, even though that's never been done before. But tonight we have Mike English from Georgia, Brad Clayton from here in Dothan, Johnny Nobles from here in Dothan, and Adam Jones, a.k.a. Elvis, from the $1 Million Quartet. So we're just going to let these guys sit up here and talk and sing and whatever they want to do for 2 hours or thereabouts. And I hope you enjoy it. Play the Cafe at Mural City Coffee. Thanks for coming.
So good to see everybody out here tonight. How's everybody feeling tonight? Pretty good? Are you cold from standing in the rain too long? Well, let me see. I hope y'all have about 10 songs each. I've got enough to cover 15 minutes. You might hear the same song twice. I'll just play it in a different key. Nobody will know. This first song I wrote, I guess somewhere around 2002 or so. Things were going real good in the music business in Nashville for me, and things were real good with relationship issues. And this particular time, I was in the living room of my girlfriend's house, and I was fretting having to go 2.5 hours back to Nashville to do things on my own, and I wrote this song right here. I don't know if it's a sad song or if it's a happy song or if it's just one of those songs. But anyway, I hope you like it. It's called Thanks for Loving Me, because it was something like this. Well, I'm loaded up, but I'm feeling down. I gotta get moving, but I'll see you around real soon. Cup of coffee and a kiss goodbye. I wiped the tears from your pretty blue eyes. Gotta go now, gotta be in work by noon. I stopped for a drink and put gas in the car. Loving you is easy, leaving is so hard. 'Cause you showed me how to love again. What you see in me, I guess I'll never know. You took away my heartache in the end. Girl, I felt just like I never felt before. So I hope you know, I hope you see that I love you. Thanks for loving me. You're the only star in my sky. You're the warmth in my heart, that mirror in my eye. You're the one that I run to. The only love for me is you. So here I go, take good care. Don't work too hard, and girl, say your prayers and thank the Lord above for this love that we share. 'Cause you showed me how to love again. What you see in me, I guess I'll never know. You took away my heartache in the end. Girl, I felt just like I've never felt before. So So I hope you know, I hope you see that I love you. Thanks for loving me. Girl, I hope you know, I think you see that I love you. Thanks for loving me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
1, 2. Hey, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I'm only going to play sad songs, so don't expect any kind of like, they're all real depressing. So hopefully y'all will pick up the slack there. I wrote this song about 12 years ago, and it was actually written after I was in Bullets one night, which is R.I.P. now, and yeah, this song's called Luna. And this bar is home tonight. And when the bottle throws a punch, no, I don't put up a fight. And you never met a stranger that's who's circling me. Cigarettes swirl like fog through the haze. It's you I make believe. And I know he's holding you and you look the other way. But Luna, sweet Luna, please don't stay. You're a live wire, crackling like an exposed fuse. Glowing so bright while you fumble for an excuse. And I know he cares for you and you make him whole. But Luna, sweet Luna, this is something I can't control. I'm walking down LaSalle, and it's dark and dreams used to hold mine, but now nothing's what it seems. And I know you're uncomfortable and scared on your own. But Luna, oh Luna, this is the love I've sown. Oh, oh. Uh-oh. Oh-oh. And it makes all the difference when you're not killing time. And as all those seasons changed, you never fled my mind. And I'm just a little scared to tell you what you already know. To tell you what you already know. You exemplify all that's sacred in your wake. Let's move like shadows in the dusk for my sake. And I know you're shivering in the spotlight. But Luna, sweet Luna, I love you tonight. Oh, 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 Luna, sweet Luna, I love you tonight. Thank you.
Very nice. Might be a contest tonight to see how many girls' names are going to be mentioned in songs. I struggle to write anything happy too, Brad. I brought both of my happy songs with me out of about 100. But this is not one of them. This is the one that landed me straight in the middle of the street. My roommate and I at Ole Miss, we were young kids. We played music together for a long time. This is like 40-something years ago. And after years, I told him I was going to New Orleans for a conference. I'm a software developer. Very boring. And he said, yeah, I'll go down there and meet you, but only if we record one of your songs. I said, okay. So we get up on a Saturday morning and head down to the local recording studio, which is disguised as a welding shop. Walk in after passing it 3 times, and they're cleaning up. This Saturday at 8 o'clock. I said, well, I look up on the wall, and there's a picture of Robert Plant with another guy, and a picture of Fats Domino, and I'm thinking, I don't know if we're in the right place. And they're cleaning up and said, well, sorry, guys, we've got to do a little cleanup work here. REM was in late last night. Like the guys from Atlanta? So 10 hours later, we walked out with a guitar track and a vocal, and that was it. And a song called Caroline. This is it. Well, I've been thinking about what you said to me, and I thought about how we disagree while I'm walking down the moonbeams in the trees. It occurs to me that you'll do as you please, and you don't care what comes after, if it's teardrops, heartache, or laughter. Caroline, now I don't understand what it is you want, and when I think it's me, you make it clear you don't. So I pack it up, but there's nowhere to go. So it's up to you to tell me what I know. When you just stare through the curtain, smiling sweetly while I go on hurting. Caroline, ooh, oh Caroline, I knew you were gonna wake up leaving, that one day you would let me down. Was it destiny that brought you on the wind? And what worries me is it could blow again, blow you out my door and start you down the lane. Well, you're as good as gone, but won't you please refrain, 'cause all of my hopes are a-dying. And if you're leaving, please go on lying. Caroline, oh Caroline, I've been thinking about what you said to me. Thank you.
So I got to play a song with a girl's name in the title?
I think that's
Weird that I'm going to do one, isn't it? Let's see. So I wrote this song 94 because I'm older than the rest of these guys. And the story behind the song. I was playing a little place at the beach, and I kind of got off the road for a few months and took that job as a house act down there, and 7 shows a week. And when you do that for a few months at a time, you get to be really tight with the wait staff and the bartenders and the managers, and you kind of become like family. And one night, towards the end of that summer, it's one of the little servers walks in, and she's got this black eye, and she's got a story for it that none of us are buying. And I was like a 21-year-old kid, and nothing like that had ever been part of my world. I'd never seen it, been exposed to it, and didn't know how to react to it. I was just pretty shell-shocked from it. And there's no hero story here. I did nothing. I said nothing to anyone, and I minded my own business. And at the end of the summer, I went back to Tuscaloosa to finish up school, and I think it was one of the first days back, may have been the first day I got back. I sat down on my bed, and I wrote this song in 15 minutes, and this is called Stacy's Old Man. Stacy's got a million dreams in her head, but all she'll do is sit around, wish she were dead. She's got the phone off the hook and her door shut tight, leaves the television on all through the night. I got a 57 Chevy with 3 on the tree. It's gone 500,000 miles and still running clean. They're playing Bruce on the radio, and I'm opening the door. Girl, tonight we're gonna push it 500,000 more. You say only time will tell. Running away ain't never gonna help. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to lose my faith. And I can see that highway rolling miles away. The sky overhead ain't just another shade of gray. Don't know where we're going, I don't care where we've been. Just a couple of angels been living in sin, but it's alright. Girl, it's alright. Baby, it's alright. If you cry in your sleep. Stacy says she really loves her old man. He's gonna get some help soon as he can. She says he tells her he's sorry, that he's crying real tears. The same song and dance he's been singing for years. And Stacy says that I should just look the other way. Tomorrow morning's gonna bring a new day. Well, I got a 38 special, and it might be a sin, but I can fix it where he's never gonna touch you again. Stacy, baby, won't you come along with me? You can make me a man, I can set your heart free. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to lose my faith. Yeah. And I can see that highway rolling miles away, where the sky overhead ain't just another shade of gray. I don't know where we're going, I don't care where we've been. Just a couple of angels been living in sin, but it's alright. Girl, it's alright. Baby, it's alright. If you cry in your sleep. Stacy's got a million dreams in her head. Thank you.
I'm done. I have no girls' names in my songs at all.
John.
Trying to figure out if I can play it. I'm used to playing this on piano. I'm trying to remember how the chords might work on this. All right, I'm going to try this anyway. Transpose. All right, here goes nothing. If I mess this up, we'll blame it on John. It's always John's fault. It's always the sound guy's fault. Always. This is a song I woke up one Valentine's morning after 12 years of marriage and realized I hadn't bought my wife anything. Not a rose, not chocolates, not a new car, not anything. Well, it's too late when you wake up to go try to buy something because it's going to be all, well, you just now thought of it. So I ran down to my studio and I sat down to my piano and I put together this song. And I guess I kind of came from an angle of there have been others in the past and now there's you. So that's where this one's coming from. I hope you like it. It goes a little something like this. Hope I can do the chords. I remember how I swore she was the one that I'd love forever. We grow old together just like a fairy tale, love and laughter, happy ever after. Then there was another one who quickly took her place, left a smile upon my face for just a little while, but only a little while. But now there's you came in my life, you dried all my tears, made all the wrong things right. You're my heart, you're my soul, you're the hand that makes me whole. There's what might have been, oh, way back when I thought that love was true. Now it's finally time for love like yours and mine, since now there's you. There's one in parts. I'm happy God saw fit to give me someone so I'd never be alone. Since now there's you here in my life, drying all my tears, making all the wrong things right. You're my heart, you're my soul, you're the hand that makes me Thank you.
Yeah.
I will not be muted, John. And I have you said there would be like a 3 or 4 chord limit per song. What is he doing over here? Because this is ridiculous. It's like 18 chords in that song.
17. I'm put one in there that didn't belong.
It sounded like it belonged to me. That's a great song.
Thank you.
Fine piece.
Hey, John, turn it down a little bit more too. It's still a little hot. My vocal is a little hot.
Yep, I'm a little hot too.
I can kiss this thing. It's my mic.
Yep. All right. I won't do a key change in this one, so. I wrote this song recently. I'm making a record right now, and this is going to be on that. It's just a sad song. I'm not gonna like preach and tell you it's. I had several friends get divorces within the past year, and so like I'm happily married, and my wife is here. But I just listened to all their stories, and I kind of put it together with that. So it's called Terms and Conditions. There's one more train tonight before it all shuts back down. The one that takes you away back to your hometown. I keep having these dreams where I'm tied to the tracks, ripped up as they're laid down, and you're never coming back. I've been orphaned by truth, adopted by the blues, and they blacken like the eye you gave on a New Year's resolution. But that was one solution. Always some Jesuit yelling, it's too late for your soul. And I know he's probably right, but goddamn, it's getting old. You got oceanfront property, but man, it's such a dive. The sky's open like a wound, spanning the divide. My heart was true, I think. Maybe just a little skewed. Maybe your aim was honest, or inhumane and cruel. My head's been screaming, the forest for the trees, but my heart's been so sick, it's weak in the knees. You set terms and conditions for your release, non-negotiable and always out of reach. Sign the dotted line and make it ironclad. And I've had the thought to renege, but the thought hurts too damn bad. We were low hanging fruit, and how I used to think it cute curse and praise the horns on my head. It ain't cute anymore. Thanks.
Emotionally heavy.
Not a feel-good song.
See, we could probably have a really sad songwriters day between the two of us.
That's my niche.
I'm from Alabama, but I grew up in Mississippi, and a little town called Prentice. When I was a kid, 14 or so, there was a guy who didn't actually live across the street, but his brother did. And he came to live with him because I think his mom and dad were going through some things. You know how that can be. Anyway, he used to come over and sit in my yard. We had a little hill, and I had an older sister, and I think they're both were kind of an attraction for this guy. And he was the reason I picked up a guitar, because I thought he was my hero. You know, this guy could play and sing and keep folks entertained. He left after high school, a couple years older than me, went on to Nashville to try to make a name for himself. He did okay. He's had 27 top 10 hits. His name's Paul Overstreet. He wouldn't know me from Adam. But he did help me get in touch with my countryside, because I was kind of a wild, they're ashamed of my country music side. This is one of those, Mike. Oh, three-chord Johnny. Hard to believe it's been nearly 20 years, oh darling, we've shared joy and we've shed some tears. But baby, there's something that I must confess. Well, I've been guilty of a little unfaithfulness. But she looked like you, she smiled like you, had fire in her eyes like you used to. She had your skin, could have been your twin. Now I have to admit I'd do it all again, 'cause she looked like you. Oh baby, she looked like you. Now before you leave me, won't you hear me out? This is no ordinary woman that I'm talking about. I met her right here a very long time ago. Well, I thought she was gone, but suddenly she showed. And she looked like you, she smiled like you, had fire in her eyes like you used to. She had your skin, could have been your twin. Now I have to admit I'd do it all again. And she looked like you. Oh darling, she looked like you. Baby, I never intended to hurt your pride. I know I never told you, but I never lied. Anyway, darling, it's really not what it seems. The only place we met was in my dreams. And she looked like you. Like you, yes she did. Walk like you, talk like you, look like you. She looked like you, baby. There's a little girl that I used to know, and sometimes in my dreams she stops to say hello. Thank you.
I like it. That's a country song. Hey. All right. John, turn my guitar on, please. All right. So, you know, every songwriter that ever was has written at least one road song, you know. Most of them have a dozen or more. I got a few. And they're all the same, right? I mean, it's that low end on that vocal. But anyway, they're all the same, these road songs. You know, every songwriter wants to write the whole feel sorry for me, I'm out on the road with my band kind of stuff. But, you know, I did that for about 10 years a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And I can promise you that in a 24-hour day, there's about 4 hours of adrenaline and 20 hours of misery. But anyway, I started writing this song way back in those days, and I never really knew where it was going. The song kind of sort of asks a question that I never even knew the answer to. And then many years later, and married my college sweetheart over there, Pam, and we had a few kids, and somewhere along the way I figured out how this song was supposed to end and what this song was all about. And this is a song called The Difference. Another mile to go, another barroom show, another night of telling lies over the microphone, another wasted year, another lukewarm beer, another chance that I missed to whisper in your ear. Girl, your daddy's a cowboy and your mama's a saint. You spend half your life, girl, being someone you ain't. But darling Pam, I don't think you understand the difference between what's wrong and what ain't right. Oh, but never fear, I got my sixth string here, and we're gonna play all night. People come and go, people I don't know, people coming to swap my songs for $100 or so. And it's a shameless game that I got myself to blame. Instead of loving you tonight, I'm up here trying to find my fame. Never met no cowboys, and I don't believe in saints, but I think we can make it, baby, even though they say we can't. But darling Pam, I'm not sure I understand the difference between what's wrong and what ain't right. Oh, but never fear, 'cause we got us a big crowd here, and we're gonna play all night. Thinking of these words, phrases that I've heard, they fly around inside my head like flocks of mockingbirds, and staring into space, sometimes I almost see your face. The manager, he makes last call and shouts for me to pick up my pay.
hardly say. If I can make Tuscaloosa by morning, I think I played on my last stage. Oh, I miss you, Pam, but I finally understand the difference between what's wrong and what ain't right. Oh, but never fear, 'cause we've loaded up our gear and we're gonna drive all night. We're gonna drive all night.
Road song. Thank you.
It's this capo. The spring on it's so tight.
Yes, 14.
This ain't one of those. I don't think. I don't know. This is a song I wrote when things weren't going so good. And I'm fixing to run out of originals. Got a few more. I'm gonna start stealing other folks' stuff.
Everything is stolen, Mike.
Sitting up crying, I feel like I'm dying. Don't know what went wrong. Drinking and swearing, but I'm not really caring if you even come back home. Am I just fooling myself to think I'm better off without you? Don't know how I should feel or who I can call. So baby, what do I do? What do I do now that you're gone? Without you here, I don't wanna go on. Tell me, how do I make it on my own? All those long, lonely nights alone. Baby, without you, what do I do? Laughing and joking, but I'm praying and hoping we're not really through. I'm going out of my mind, and night after night I'm missing me and you. Now I'll close my eyes and fall asleep again without you. Don't know how I should feel, sure don't know who to call. So baby, what do I do? What do I do now that you're gone? Without you here, I don't wanna go on. And tell me, how do I make it on my own? All those long, lonely nights alone. Baby, without you, what do I do? Tell me, how do I make it on my own? All those long, lonely nights alone. Baby, without you, oh honey, without Thank
hit
you.
record there. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Glad I ain't following that.
Actually, you will eventually.
They're going to forget about it by the time it gets back.
Okay. This one's not as sad as my first two. But I did write this after me and my wife had a baby, and the concept of time became very, very real to me. And it was like it was kind of heavy, and then it was not heavy, and it was just more of like picking up and just doing everything you could possibly get done, and enjoy the times in between. So it's called Time. It's real original. Time along a dotted line. Time as a construct in my mind. I never thought about it then. It's all I'm thinking on now. Time, hoping there's enough before the final bow. Time stretched out amongst the angles. Time, expirations in the annals. It's a deflating balloon, a fleeting blood moon. Time when there's nothing left but time. What's left as the credits start to roll? Enough left to house the shackled soul, to give it all like some underdog in a prize fight. Oh, I got time tonight. Time etched in the blood. Time, a vestige not understood. It takes a lot to laugh out here. It takes even more to try. Time, the mortal coil, shuffles its last try. Time, a code to comprehend. Time, candle burning on both ends. It's a race against the clock, for the reaper finally knocks. Time, an hourglass sinks its last grain. Years tick and they carve a final notch. Night shakes hands with dawn at the end of his watch, to tether down and head toward the light. Hope time's got time tonight. Time, a notion of oneself. time. Regrets upon a shelf. It's the pull of a ghost, a farewell toast. Time when there's barely any time at all. What's left as dust settles in? Any left to start and begin again? To be absolved of all those perfect crimes. Time, time, time.
Thank you.
Hush, you beast. Pull a little of the bottom end out of it, John. So, two types of songs. Two types of guitars, too. The aggravating ones and the not.
I can take that
Maybe
with
the
me
vocals?
when we leave tonight. If you don't, it's no problem.
From a guy who could play the backside of a piano. Two types of songs. Basically, those that you work on, you craft, and you end up disappointed in the end, for me. And then the ones that fall out of the sky on you, you write in 8 minutes, and you go, wow, that was pretty inspired. Apparently the mic didn't want me to talk. But this is one of those. As a matter of fact, this is a song I wrote when I started thinking about what would have happened if I decided not to marry my wife of 34 years, wave Tammy, and just stick to the music world and walk away. So I'm glad this didn't come true, but here it is. Give me a little more punch on the guitar. Got my rhymes, got my reasons, got my guilt and my guitar. I had some dreams when I left home, they didn't take me very far. Yes, I was a fool to leave you, but a fool I've always been. And now I'm standing by this highway with my thumb out in the wind. Oh, blow, blow, wind, blow. Well, New Orleans is behind me, so are Dallas and L.A. And now I don't know where I'm going, I'm just blowing on my way. I left Cleveland Thursday morning, headed south towards Birmingham. But if I die here on this highway, would you even give a damn? Oh, blow, blow, wind, blow. Blow, wind, blow. Some things time cannot erase, even after all these years. the image of your face and your bright eyes with with no tears for me. I was captured by this darkness, and in this darkness I remain. But I keep hoping that the wind will come and blow me down your way. Oh, oh, oh. Blow, blow, wind, blow. Oh, 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 oh. Blow, wind, blow.
Still waiting on an 8-minute song like that.
What's next?
All right. Let's see.
Alice's
Give me a
Restaurant.
little bit more guitar there, John. Roller up so I don't have to hit it hard. I did not shave my legs or change my strings for you, so I'm afraid they're going to break if I hit them too hard.
John. Mute this mic and see if that.
That low end rumble is the Sennheiser mic too.
It may well be.
It's definitely
Yep.
that, yeah.
Yeah, pull about 10 dB off that low end and I may sound like a girl, but it'll be all right.
Johnny, you could never do that. So,
Wishing.
all right. So my next song, I'm gonna try to sing something less depressing. I don't know what we're gonna do with a happy song, and I don't know if this is even. I guess it's a happy song. So the story of the song. Johnny and I, and several of you, we all go to church together. I've been known to play a little bit in the band at Wiregrass Church. And a few years back, the church, Troy Fountain, got the brilliant idea of wanting to do an original album. And by original, in other words, members of the band contribute original music. And Troy called me and he said, you know, have you ever written any contemporary Christian music? And I said, I don't even know what that is, and I play it on Sunday. No, I've never written that stuff. He said, well, give it a try. And I said, I don't even know where to start, Troy. He says, I'll do what the rest of them do. Just pick a verse out of the Bible and just plagiarize it. Easy for you to say, because I don't know which verse, you know. And so I stewed on it for a while. And then one day, a good friend of ours was kind of going through some stuff, and she came across Matthew chapter 6, and it hit her in the right way. It was what she needed to read, and she took a picture of the verse and put it on Facebook, and Pam saw it and showed it to me. She said, there's your song. So I did not write many of the words of this song. Some dude named Matthew wrote it 2,000 years ago, but I wrote all the music. Anyway, this song, I wrote it 2014, and kind of, you know how it is. You write them, you forget about them for a while, but then 2 or 3 months ago, some weird stuff started happening around here, and everybody kind of got, well, weird and worried, and the song sort of bubbled back to the surface for me. And anyway, it's a song called Worry.
Your toil and your trouble, labor and spin, setting your heart on the madness of men, and wishing that you could start over again. How you worry, hoarding your treasures away in your barn, as if Father Time's coming and means you some harm, crying of wolves as you sound the alarm. How you worry, but what do you get for your struggle and strife? How many hours will add to your life? Oh, there's grass in the fields and birds in the sky, and lilies wrapped up in the splendor that I gave them. So what won't I give to you? You ask, what will I eat? What will I drink? What will I wear? How you worry. You've been running around with your fears and your dreams, tumbling through life, barely thinking of me, locked up inside of your own miseries. How you worry. But what do you get for your struggle and strife? How many hours will add to your life? Oh, there's grass in the fields and birds in the sky, and lilies wrapped up in the splendor that I gave them. So what won't I give to you? You ask, what will I eat? What will I drink? What will I wear? How you worry. I know what you need. Remember, I've been there before myself. I know what you need. It's all figured out. Just trust in me. Tomorrow can worry about itself. I know what you need. Just lay it all down. 'Cause there's grass in the fields and birds in the sky, and lilies wrapped up in the splendor that I gave them. Now what won't I give to you? You ask, what will I eat? What will I drink? What will I wear? What will I even care about? Will I grow old? Or will I die young? Am I in a race that's already been run? Tell me, what will I win? Or what if I lose? Will I be loved? I have spoken stars, then altered their course, laid down my life without any remorse, just so my kingdom could one day be yours. And you worry, oh how you worry. Thank you.
Bethany, if you'll go start up the truck. Anybody from Georgia here? Really? Did you drive here from Georgia just to be here tonight? Really? What part of Georgia are you from? Really? I used to live there. Y'all know me. They know me. I used to police there. They probably got tickets or something. They're waiting until I get out in the parking lot and I'm done. No, I wrote this song long before I moved to Nashville, and I've never been one to drink or smoke, and where I really came up, I was in a place, a bar that I was playing at, and I watched this guy came in, and he looked kind of distraught, like he was having some relationship issues, as I'm sure the common theme goes there. They're going to go drink their pain away, and I watched him, and he ordered a couple, and he got a little toasted, and he fell off his bar stool, and some fellas picked him up, put him back up in his bar stool, and he had a few more, and he stood up and tried to sit back down and missed his bar stool again, and they threw him out. And this song has absolutely nothing to do with that. But I think everybody, whether you had to drink your pain away or whatever, I'm sure everybody has had those issues at one time or another, and so I signed this song to Carmen, to Atypical, so she's shopping this song. She promised me that, oh, you didn't promise me, but I was really hoping that it could get like 15 cuts from 12 different bands and make me at least $52 so I could get gas money to go home tonight. But that hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. Anyway, this is a song called Let the Whiskey Do the Rest. I hope you like it. It goes a little something like this. Must have come in this old honky-tonk 1,000 times before, but tonight it just seems different since you walked out the door. And that old jukebox sure seemed louder as it plays a hurtin' song. Since you finally done something you've been wanting to do all along, but you said it didn't matter what I'd said or done. You said we'd be forever, that I'd be the only one, but you had to go and leave me, so I think I failed your test. So I'll just sit here on this bar stool, feeling sorry for myself, and let the whiskey do the rest. I'll just sit here all alone, drink until you're gone. Out of my memory, and back where you belong. But by the time I forget you, girl, you'll be back on my mind. And I'll just drink one to you, darling, and fight those tears back from my eyes. 'Cause you said it didn't matter what I'd said or done. You said we'd be forever, that I'd be the only one. You had to go and leave me, so I think I failed your test. Well, I'll just sit here on this bar stool, feeling sorry for myself, and let the whiskey do the rest. Yeah. I'll just sit here on this bar stool, feeling sorry for myself, Let the whiskey do the rest. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This song I wrote a long time ago, and it was right after my grandfather passed, and I had never had anybody that close to me pass before, and so it's sad. Sorry. I come back next week when I play my happy set. It's real fun to listen to. No, but it was more of like a making peace with that whole thing, and is my mom here? Bummer. I've already started now, so but it's for my mother, and this is called The Lament of December. It's predicated upon methods and religion and everything in between. I comprehend its faith and dedication in pledging allegiance to the unseen. But from here on out, I'll be attentive in keeping my eyes peeled. Wolves in sheep's clothing, I'm better off with my lips sealed. And it's hard to see the grandiose picture. Now it's hard to put stock on the line, 'cause each passing afternoon since we laid him in the ground, I've been a little bit less alive. And surely some part of me died. I keep reliving that chilly December evening when the itinerary bloodline broke. We stood around in that drizzling haze while the trumpets rose from beyond the grave like smoke. And the drive home was deafening in silence as the body stood frozen in words. I swear out of the corner of my eye, you left in the form of a blackbird. And it's hard to see the grandiose picture. Now it's hard to put stock on the line, 'cause each passing afternoon since we laid him in the ground, I've been a little bit less alive. And it's hard to see the grandiose picture. Now it's hard to put stock on the line, 'cause each passing afternoon since we laid him in the ground, I've been a little bit less alive. And surely some part of me died. Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. You did Sermon on the Mount. I'm going to do a song about a brothel. Equilibrium. It's everywhere you look. So, that's not really parchment. That's Core Laboratory Stationery from 1980. Give you an idea how old this song is. That right there? That is, yeah. And you can see if you look closely, the writing goes downhill. Likely proof that I wasn't sober. Mike. So this is not, songwriting's not always experiential, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you try to get into the, like John Prine wrote Angel from Montgomery. It's a song about a woman. John was never from Montgomery and he wasn't a woman. So, you know, that's kind of a high calling in songwriting. This is, I didn't do this, but made a good song. So, you know, I played this for my wife last night and she goes, "You wrote that?" I actually did. Well, Kitty O'Leary ran a little house on the border, and the place was packed almost every night. And if you like good wine and your lady's extra fine, Katie's ladies will always treat you right. Well, a friend and I were down there on the border, traveling around in our tennis shoes, with one girl named Sally and one named Dan who just got through with another man. We settled down to try and shake our blues. Don't laugh. Ooh, this feeling. It looks like love, but it must be stealing. But if you're all alone and a long, long ways from home, Katie's ladies will always treat you right. Now Sal, she was a girl down from Ohio, said her old man treated her unkind. And then she was from Maine, said she lived in constant pain, but the money seemed to help her ease her mind. Well, a friend and I, we were simply drifting, traveling across the country on our thumbs. But when they turned out the light, God, it must have been a sight. I know because I'm still a little numb. Oh, this feeling looks like love, but it must be stealing. But if you're all alone and a long, long ways from home, Katie's ladies will always treat you right. Katie's ladies will keep you up all night. Well, I'm going back to Katie's tonight.
You just made that up, right?
On the spot.
You probably read that in a book somewhere. Now, you've inspired me to do a PG-rated song, John. This song is not experiential. I love that word. I'm borrowing that word. This song has nothing to do with me, and it has nothing to do with me. It's a song called Smaller, and I'm going to get in trouble for doing this. And the only reason I'm doing this is because you just kind of made me think about it. So this is like the second time ever I've sat down and just played my own music. I've kind of always been a cover band guy. But about a year or two ago, John had helped him do some sort of an open mic songwriter night thing over at some other place that will go nameless. And so he talked me into showing up, and I played 3 songs. And when we left, this next song I played was the last song I played. And we got in the car to go, and Pam said, "Those were good, but I thought you were supposed to play your own music." I said, "I did play my own music." She said, "Well, not the last one." "What are you talking about, the last one? I wrote that song. You didn't write that song." And I don't know why. I don't know who you thought wrote that song. I guess she'd heard me play it in a million bar rooms over the years, but I didn't get credit in her eyes. But until now, but I did write this song. It has nothing to do with us. I swear, it has nothing to do with us.
Well, I met a girl with blue-green eyes. eyes, jet black hair, big white thighs, and I have been in love ever since. I said the only way you could be mine is to take a few inches off your waistline. So she and Lululemon got thin. Have you started shrinking? Are you getting smaller? Maybe a little thinner or a little taller? It's just that in my arms and in my hands I can't hold as much as I normally can. Believe me, you're getting smaller. Is that inappropriate? Well, that girl of mine went and lost that weight, and pretty soon I didn't hesitate to marry that gal and take her for my own. And though she didn't weigh but $1.05, she did her aerobics every night. Soon that gal of mine was skin and bones. Have you started shrinking? Are you getting smaller? A little thinner or a little taller? It's just that in my arms and in my hands I can't hold as much as I normally can. Believe me, you're getting smaller. Keychain. Well, the other night we were lying in bed. I was feeling frisky. She was playing dead, but I thawed her out, and soon I was mighty glad. Yeah, things got hot. I let out a sigh. She suddenly stopped, looked me in the eye. She said, honey, I want to ask you a question, but don't get mad. But has it started shrinking? Is it getting smaller? A little thinner? It sure ain't taller. It's just that in my arms and in my hands I can't hold as much as I normally can. Believe me, you're getting smaller. Oh yeah, believe me, you're getting smaller. Sorry, John, I'm sorry. I had to do that. Facebook's gonna take us offline now, right? I got that over with. I did it. Can't.
Not to be rude, I'm trying to type the lyrics. The one of the very first songs I ever wrote. I'm trying to remember if I remember them or not. It's oh my. You're right. Second verse same as the first. Bethy, bring that stool right here so I can set this phone on it.
See ya, Harris.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. He's going to let me borrow his music stand right quick. Thank you. What? What's... Oh. Does anybody have a sketchbook? No, she's great. We went to 2 stores on the way over here, and none of them had sketchbooks. Oh, boy. I'm not sure about this. What do you do when you're totally unsure?
Fake it.
Oh, boy. Baby, can we sit down and talk? There's a few things I want to say. You know I can't help but want you when you're loving me this way. But sometimes when I touch you, the feelings I get are so cold. Darling, just tell me what it is I've been wanting to know. Do you really love me? Are you really mine? Will you want me forever till the end of time? Can I cry on your shoulder Sometimes I think maybe it's me. I know nothing's further from the truth, 'cause I know you're loving me like I'm loving you. So darling, hold me close now. Tell me everything's alright. This love that I feel for you inside, give me nothing more than right. But do you really love me? Are you really mine? Do you want me forever, to the end of time? Can I cry on your shoulder? Can I hold your hand? I can love you, woman. Can you love this man? I can love you, my woman. Do you love this man? That was one of the very first songs I ever wrote a long time ago.
Yeah. It's another dang it song. He's killing.
Hey, thank y'all for coming out and hanging out and listening to some music. It's nice. I think a lot of us have not played probably in a while, and it's nice to. I was telling somebody earlier, I was like, the good thing about playing your own songs is that nobody knows them, and if you mess them up, it's like, well, no, that's how it goes. I mean, yeah, that's, that chord off, yeah, that chord is supposed to be there. I promise you. And I do that before I play this one, because if I mess it up, and you'll just be like, oh yeah, y'all never heard this song. This is a new song I wrote called "Splitting the Atom," and yeah, okay. It's not from my point of view. It was a good friend of mine. Like I said, I had a lot of friends get divorced. I don't know what they were eating or drinking, but it was just like one after the other. They were getting divorced, and so I just took all their terrible misery and I made songs out of them. So as I look at my wife, like I promise, it's not about my wife. Okay. This is called "Splitting the Atom." She always painted crosses on her eyes. She crossed her heart and hoped to die. Well, I crossed to her back in my hometown after I'd crossed out the thought that she was still around. But hey, this thing once had enough to split the atom. This thing was once unique as the rings of Saturn, but it fell. It's good to see you doing well. Me, I've had enough to think on tonight. I'd always painted my losses on my eyes. I'd lose my faith anytime she cried. But I lost the plot when time proved linear.
The ghost of loss still chained to me like a voyeur. But hey, this thing once could level a foundation. This thing once could split the sea without hesitation. But it cracked. You cut us too much slack. Me, I felt more than I've had right tonight. Night swimming on repeat every night. What if there were really two moons in orbit side by side? Is there another reality, another chance? If he's right, what if I am wrong? But hey, this thing once had enough to split the atom. This thing was once unique as the rings of Saturn, but it ends. Alpha and Omega again. Me, I'm making peace with that thought tonight.
Thank you.
Sad songs, huh? Yep. I don't have a girl's name in this one.
Can't play it.
So my roommate took this after I thought I'd written this beautiful Crosby, Stills, Nash song, turned it into a rock anthem, recorded it on his first album, and I thought, God, you know what you just did to my soul there, John? So I'm retrieving it tonight. This is my, what I think is my best lyrical thing, because I'm a lyrics guy, you know, I like lyrics. You can tell I only got 4 chords, so it's got to be in the lyrics. This is called Wither Away. Fool, that's what I am. If you laugh at me, I'll understand. But how can I win this game if I don't even try? Fools like me won't believe the things that their eyes see. Fools hold on and die when their hope is gone. They wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away. Push and shove. People have no time to think of love, but fools have dreams. Wake up in the night choking off screams. They live all alone. Go to sleep when the day is gone. Words so clear. She reminds me of the one thing that I fear. I don't wanna wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away. I've been left with no reason to stay, but I don't want to wither away. fool don't want that from fools like me. Hide your heart, or you see your whole world fall apart. Build a wall, make it strong and wide and very tall. Stand your ground, and remember that this world keeps turning around, or you're gonna wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away. When you're left with no reason to stay, are you gonna wither away? Wither away, wither away, wither away, wither away. It's heavy to follow. You're killing me. That and everything I've earned and $2.95 will get you a cup of coffee.
All right. So full excuses here. This is the song I'm definitely going to screw up because it's the newest one. Yeah, thank you. So I don't really know it yet. I wrote it for a girl to sing, first of all. So Kim Clark, who sings with me a lot, I wrote this thinking this is written from a girl's point of view. I wrote it in a girl chord, and then I thought I want to play it tonight. So I had to figure out how to do it in a chord that I can somewhat sing. And the song though is I don't know, maybe it should be a guy's song. I don't think it really matters. Here's the deal behind the song. For those of you who I've never had the pleasure of meeting, my day job is as an attorney. And if there's anything I have heard for the last, 3 months, everybody's favorite joke is, well, this COVID thing, this shelter-in-place shutdown thing, it's going to drive your divorce business through the roof. You know, everybody shut up with one another. They're going to hate each other, and they're going to divorce each other, and your phone's going to ring off the hook. Yeah, you're nodding but that's not what happened. It didn't even, nothing happened. In fact, it was less, nobody, now, and we have a pretty busy practice in that area, unfortunately, fortunately, however how you look at it, but nothing happened. The phone rang, and then I thought, it's because, they're scared, money issues are out of work, and so they don't have the money, but when the stimulus checks arrive, they're going to bring them to their lawyer and say, get him out of this house. But that didn't happen. And the phone didn't really start to ring until the shelter in place began to kind of lift and things started going back to normal. And in conversations that I had with clients, I kind of figured out what the deal was. And the deal was, and even with people who just couldn't stand each other, you got this really a-hole in the house, you think, surely she didn't put up with him for 3 months. Well, she did, because he wasn't an a-hole, or she wasn't an a-hole. Know why? Because she had nowhere to go. She had to behave. She had to be a good girl. He had to be a good boy, because other than that, where's he going to go? So that's what we saw for about 3 months until they just couldn't take it anymore. And anyway, gave me an idea for a song, and this song is called When It Rains. Keep it loud, John. I want to get loud. He wants to turn it down so bad. You've been looking uneasy. You've been feeling locked up. Made the best of the worst times, baby. But now I think you've had enough. Staring out of the window with one foot out the door. You're telling me I'm
just imagining things, but baby, I'm imagining a whole lot more. You only love me when it's raining, and you ain't got nowhere to go. Baby, no, I ain't complaining. There's just one thing you gotta know. I can see blue skies overhead, sun is shining on this place, but I know that ain't real what I feel, 'cause you only love me when it rains. Oh, when it rains. Have you tried calling your mama? You think she'd really take you in? Or maybe your best friend, what's her name? Did you burn that bridge again? Out there looking for new love when you thought you were free to roam. But things got crazy for you, love. Wasn't safe in the street, yeah. You had to come running home. You only love me when it's raining, and you ain't got nowhere to go. Baby, no, I ain't complaining. There's some things you gotta know. I can see blue skies overhead, the sun is shining on this place, but I know it ain't real what I feel, 'cause you only love me when it rains. I've done everything I know to keep you right here with me. You keep saying that time will tell, but I don't know what the hell that even means.
There's a chord there I'm trying to find. It goes something like.
You only love me when it's raining. You ain't got nowhere to go. I'm sick and tired of your complaining, girl. There's one thing you gotta know. Without you, there's blue skies overhead. Yeah, without you, I feel no pain, so I know it ain't real what I feel for you, and I know that you don't really feel it too. So I think you should leave, 'cause I see you only love me when it rains. Oh yeah, baby, you only love me when it's raining. Oh yeah, baby.
Something like that. I need a whole band for that song, though. Oh, good. I'm out of songs.
I will leave it to y'all because I have absolutely nothing that I want to try to even begin. It'd be like something I'm trying to remember like every other word, and it's not good. Um, y'all, I sure have appreciated being amongst genius tonight. It's great. Yes. And we appreciate y'all coming out. This is the first. I've been playing music full time now for going on 4 years in July, and if you're out and about and you enjoy local music and you enjoy live music, and please, by all means, keep me in mind when I'm around this area, because I'd love to see you out there and in amongst the crowds of the places that I play. If you want to know where I'm at and when I'm at, Mike English Music on Facebook. That's where you can find my schedule sometimes when I'm not being lazy and posting stuff. But y'all, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
So, well, yeah, but it's topical. Yeah. So I'm a nurse, and I work in both hospitals. I do acute dialysis nursing, emergent dialysis nursing, which is as fun as it sounds. And so when this whole thing kind of crashed in, and nobody really knew what was going on, and I don't think we still really know what's going on. We're learning every day, and But I have worked real close to it, and I kind of woke up one morning and I wrote this song. It kind of fell out, and it's called Pandemic Blues. What makes you essential? Who's to say you're not? Who's considered expendable? Who gets to call that shot? Do prayers really count if they're only for yourself? Dear God, dear God, dear God. Raising children in a quarantine, they're living through a screen. We watch the spread in real time, don't process what it means. Standing in line for toilet paper, fighting in the aisles. Dear God, dear God, dear God. Inflating egos and numbers, it's an election year. They say we're being greedy, closed economy is what they fear. But folks are wearing garbage bags to combat this disease. Dear God, dear God, dear God. Who's right or who's wrong? Are they wearing red or blue? The rich just getting fatter while the hungry start to loot. But semi-trucks serving as a morgue in a war zone down the street. Dear God, why God? Dear God, oh God, why God?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great song.
I'm going to try to hurry this up so we can get Adam in one more time.
I'm out of song.
Good, thank you. J-Nobles on SoundCloud. This song's there. It's recorded with a band. Shannon Womack, you still in the house? Shannon's the keyboard player on this. Cameron Odom, one of our friends, lays down one of the most essential guitar leads I've ever heard. He played it on my song list. And this is written right out of the 1960s atom splitting and adolescent love world called, what is it called? It's called Lies and Bitter Tears.
Sure about that?
Hello and goodbye. An early morning sky, moon against the sun, my colors drip and run. There's anger in the air, you can't deny it's there. Or act like you don't feel these words as hard as steel. Vision and confusion, you know love is an illusion. Lies and bitter tears, lies and bitter tears. When you find the time to stop your foolish climb, take a look at where you've gone. Still you're alone.
walking through this hell, surrounded by a shell. Lovers kept apart, locked in separate hearts, vision and confusion. You know, love is an illusion, lies and bitter tears, lies and bitter tears. Woman, hold me near. I think that I can hear the sound of falling rain, the sound of falling rain.
Yeah, can I play one more?
I think we ought to let
I
him.
thought I won.
I think we ought to force him to.
Force me. I thought I won. Yeah. So it occurred to me a few minutes ago. I've never played in a coffee house before, ever, and I even when I did this for a living, I never played in a coffee house.
Did a potato
1,000 shows, and this is my first one. My first one with you. It's an honor. It's an honor. But yeah, there's a certain vibe to this. Probably all that caffeine I had right before we started. It was amazing. I kept the ballads in check because I wanted to just do 100 miles an hour. But yeah, I played a million bar rooms a long time ago. And you know, think about playing a bar room. It can be one of the happiest places on earth, you know, on a Friday or Saturday night. But when you're playing, you know, a dive bar in downtown Birmingham on a Tuesday night, it can be the saddest place on earth. You know, it really can be. You know, and you got 30 people in there, and they don't know you're there, and you're just background music, and you're people watching because that's all you got to do. And you start making up stories about people because that's all you got to do. And one night, that's exactly what happened. It was just some lady sitting at the bar completely by herself, and I made her whole story up, and this is it. This is called Drink of Loneliness.
She fell in love once, you know. Happens all the time. She says her heart's been broken, it just don't work anymore. So she sits and she drinks and she cries as she thinks that she'll always be alone. Oh, song on the jukebox, hey, what's the name of that sad, sad song? And hey, old man, how about another round? Put an end to these awful sounds. I may be blind, but I can see I ain't going nowhere. So with a bottle cry herself to sleep. She has one for the road, 'cause the road understands her pain. But if you're looking real close, through the whispers, through the smoke, you see a brown-eyed beauty, someone left out in the rain. Hey, old man, how about another round? Put an end to these awful sounds. I may be blind, but I can see I ain't going nowhere. And daylight comes early now. Come comes creeping through dusty glass, and she wakes up alone like a million times before. All those memories, yeah, they're fading fast. She's gonna be there soon, she won't have to cry no more. And hey, old man, how about that final round? You put an end to her awful sounds. She may have been lonely, but whoever said life was fair? Oh no, oh yeah. It's the drink of loneliness. Oh yeah. Drink it down. So her story ends there. Oh, but who really cares? The world keeps on turning, the jukebox keeps spinning the songs. And I'm an old man now, served my share of rounds. I see them dust off their dreams with the snow as they walk in the door. Oh yeah, the drink of loneliness. Oh yeah, drink it down.
Now I'm really out of song. We're good? Are we out of time? Okay. Hey, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys putting up with us, sitting down here and listening to our
Absolutely.
amateur hour or two. Right, guys? Anyway, thank you for John Shaw for handling all the tech and inviting us here. Thank you, Mural City Coffee, for hosting this every second Tuesday of the month. Is that right? All right, let's keep this up, Dothan, Alabama. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you. Good night. God bless.
Play the riff.